Today we're journeying deep beneath the Earth's surface right under one of the world's most active and fascinating volcanoes, Mount Etna. We often see the spectacular lava fountains and ash clouds, but the real story, the underground dance that powers it all, is where the most incredible science happens. So, how do we see what's happening miles below our feet? Let's decode the secrets of the Sicilian giant. Imagine trying to map a city you can't see, using only the vibrations of its traffic. That's essentially what scientists do with a technique called seismic tomography. Every time the earth beneath Etna trembles even slightly, it sends seismic waves rippling through the rock. These waves are like little messengers. We have a network of super-sensitive sensors called seismometers scattered all around the volcano. They listen to these waves. When a wave travels through hot, molten rock, magma, it slows down. When it passes through cooler, solid rock, it speeds up. By measuring the arrival times of these waves at different stations, computers can build a 3D image of what's below. It's like a CAT scan for the planet, revealing hotspots and pathways where magma is stored or on the move. It's not a crystal-clear picture, but it shows us these vast, shadowy zones of partially molten rock, the magma reservoirs that feed the eruptions. Now let's add another layer to our underground map. As magma pushes its way up, it doesn't just sit there quietly. It inflates the ground above it like air being pumped into a balloon. This movement is often tiny, maybe just a few millimeters or centimeters, completely invisible to the naked eye. But we have an incredible tool to detect it: the Global Positioning System, or GPS. We're not talking about the GPS in your phone that helps you find the nearest cafe. These are ultra-precise scientific-grade GPS stations fixed to the ground all over Etna's slopes. They can detect the slightest shift in their position, up, down, or sideways. By networking these stations together, scientists can watch the volcano's surface breathe. When an area starts to bulge, it's a strong clue that a pocket of magma is accumulating beneath it. If the ground starts to stretch or contract, it tells us about the stresses building up in the rock. It's a silent conversation, but the GPS network hears it loud and clear, giving us vital clues about an eruption's potential timing and location. But there's more than just movement. Magma is also full of gases, primarily water vapor, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide, all dissolved under immense pressure. As magma rises towards the surface, this pressure decreases, and the gases begin to escape. Much like opening a can of soda, these gases find their way up through cracks and vents, and we can measure them. We use specialized sensors, sometimes placed on the ground, on drones, or even on satellites to analyze the composition of the volcanic plume. A sudden spike in sulfur dioxide, for example, is a classic sign that fresh, gas-rich magma is nearing the surface. By monitoring the type and amount of gas being released, scientists get a direct chemical fingerprint of the magma below. It's like the volcano is exhaling, and we're analyzing its breath to check on its health and activity level. So what does all this data tell us about the shifting magma under Etna? Let's put it all together. Imagine a vast, deep reservoir of magma, maybe 10 to 20 kilometers down. Seismic tomography shows this as a large, low-velocity zone. From this deep source, magma doesn't just shoot straight up. Instead, it seems to ascend in stages, through a complex network of channels and smaller temporary storage areas. Think of it less like a simple pipe and more like the root system of a giant tree. GPS might detect a subtle swelling high up on the eastern flank, indicating a shallow magma pocket is filling up. At the same time, gas sensors at the summit craters might register a change in the CO2-SO2 ratio, telling us that this new magma is degassing as it rises. By combining these different streams of information, we get a dynamic, four-dimensional picture of the magma's journey. We can see it moving from a deep chamber to a shallower one, causing the ground to deform and releasing gases as it prepares to erupt. This leads us to one of Etna's most intriguing features: its unique plumbing system. Unlike some volcanoes that have a very direct, straight-shot conduit to the surface, Etna's system is notoriously complex and laterally offset. The deep magma supply seems to be centered beneath the volcano, but as it rises, it often moves sideways. For many years, eruptions would happen from the summit craters, but then we'd also see flank eruptions breaking out miles away and much lower down the slopes. Our modern monitoring techniques helped solve this puzzle. The data shows a main vertically oriented plumbing system that feeds the summit, but also a series of dikes, vertical sheets of magma, that branch off and intrude sideways into the volcano's flanks. This explains why we can have a summit eruption and a flank eruption at the same time, fed by the same deep system, but taking different paths to the surface. It's this intricate, multi-branch network that makes Etna so persistently active and at times so unpredictable. The constant dance of magma beneath Etna is a powerful reminder of the dynamic planet we live on. Through the incredible ingenuity of seismic tomography, GPS deformation monitoring, and gas analysis, we are no longer just passive observers. We are actively listening to the deep pulse of the volcano, interpreting its movements and learning to understand its language. This science isn't just academic, it's crucial for the millions of people living in the shadow of Mount Etna, allowing for better forecasting and risk mitigation. The underground dance continues, and with every tremor and every puff of gas, we learn a little more. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive beneath Mount Etna. It's a world of immense power and beautiful complexity. If you found this journey as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more explorations into the science of our amazing world. Let me know in the comments what other geological wonders you'd like to explore next. Until then, stay curious.